As me using so many different builds in NBA 2K22, I may be playing on a build that got 99 ball control today, but the next day you might see me on a build with an 80 ball control, or maybe the next day you might see me on a build that's a 75 ball control. So today I'm going to end up giving y'all some of the best Sigs to use on NBA 2K22. If you're someone that ends up using play shots, use builds that get 85 elite dribble moves, yes, I have Sigs for that. And if you're someone that can't get it, I do have Sigs as well for those. But also, if you're 6'5" and taller, hey, I got Sigs for you as well. Make sure you stick around in the video if you haven't yet. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you don't miss more videos like this. You might as well, it's free. But look, as most of the time I play, I mostly have builds that have an 85 ball control to unlock elite dribble moves. Also, with my player being under 6'5", I'm able to unlock those type of things. So as other people that can't get D-rolls, Sig size up, things like that, and being able to get certain dribble moves, as of most of these dribble moves that I'm going to end up showing you, the lowest ball control I think I got is maybe an 80 ball control build. So I'm going to end up showing y'all the best Sigs to use for 80 ball controls. For anybody that got a 6'5" and up, for those type of builds, I do have Sigs for that. But for all my guards that's little, they got the little 5'11", 6'2", the 6'3", I got some Sigs for you. These are the Sigs that I usually use when I ISO on with my play shot, my deep range shot creator, my slashing playmaker, builds like that, or even on my offensive threat. I usually use Sigs like this, and I still can get to the hole and I still can ISO it. And if I want to end up using screens, if I have to in a game, I will end up using these Sigs. If you're under 6'4" and you got at least an 85 ball control to at least unlock D rolls, you will be able to use these Sigs that I'm showing you. But look, if you're someone that's taller, all you gotta do is substitute once I show you the best Sigs on the game in season 4. Even if you're someone that plays stage and the center literally stays on the block when it lets you ISO, you're still having the ability to get a 3-up or end up getting a shot up with these Sigs. Even if you're someone that does not know how to combo like that or put moves together, you still can get open with these. That's one thing I can say. You can still get open because how I put things together, I just make it extra fancy and looking just for y'all. But if I really wanted to get open, I just do 2 moves, get open, then another 2 moves, speed boost, get it to the 3 and shoot it. But as of actually providing content for y'all, I do a few extra moves here and there and still get the bucket to go down. But look, for the actual dribble moves y'all boys are gonna get as a dribble style, I usually use quick dribble style. Sometimes other people use other things, but I prefer using quick dribble styles just because I can use this on ISO and I can use it with screens. That's one thing with this. But as of my signature size up, we do use D-roll signature size up. So if you don't have an 85 ball control or you're not under 6'5", this is not for you. But if you're someone that ends up using the signature combo, I do use Baron Davis, but it's up to you. That's your preference. That's one thing I can't say. But as a moving crossover, I'd use LeBron James, but most of the time I use LeBron James, it gets crazy stuns for tight handles. But if you're someone that's playing stage, if it's going to give you Giannis, I prefer to use Giannis because it's going to drag you to the 3-point line than dragging you forward with LeBron James. But if you're someone that ends up doing behind the backs, I do use Pro 3, aka the Scottie Pippen behind the back. Literally from all the last 3 2Ks, this is literally one of the best behind the backs to use. If you want to use something else, you can. All these dribbles that I'm going to be showing you, you do not have to use all of them if you don't want to. You can take pieces and parts that I have and put it towards your dribble moves to make your own type of combinations. But as you see the move and hesitation, I have Larry Bird on, but the other 2 preferences I would choose is Kevin Durant and John Wall. Kevin Durant and John Wall is literally similar. But one thing right here, move and step back. What I'm about to show you right here is literally off your preference, as you actually have to play with this and actually test it out for yourself. I use Jimmy Butler sometimes based on how I'm feeling, but other times I usually use Luka Doncic. Most of the time you see on certain builds, I do use Luka because of the step back animation. It creates a lot of space. But as Jimmy Butler, you can put a lot of combos with Jimmy Butler, but also you can quick stop a whole different way. As of right now, I put on Jimmy Butler's step back, and it's going to literally be this little hesitation I'm doing. All I'm doing is flicking my right stick towards me while I'm running to the left or the right to get this animation. That's literally what it is. You can literally do a crossover, a speed boost, go to the same direction and run and get a speed boost animation. But one thing I really noticed with this is the manual snatchback. As I'm doing a snatchback on my own without having to flick my right stick down, this is what it looks like. But me actually flicking my right stick down, this is the animation you get. If you're someone that's getting full court press and you get this animation, you're going to end up getting plucked at least 8 out of 10 times. Most of the time, you're going to get plucked if you end up pulling that animation off. If you flick your right stick down while moving forward up the court and you pull that off, you're going to get ripped most of the time. So anytime you come up the court, I prefer you to just try your best not to flick your right stick down, because at that point it will make the ball very vulnerable. But until the next Sigs I'm about to show you boys, these are the best Sigs to use on NBA 2K22 in season 4. As of season 4, I see a lot of people ISOing. Like, even though it was ISO before, as of using these 2 combos together, and you put it all together, it's literally unstoppable, especially for builds that's 6'6", 6'7", all those tall builds. You can use these as long as you get an 80 ball control. You can be 5'7", all the way maybe to 6'7", and it would not matter as long as you have that 80 ball control requirement. All these things that you see on the screen, you can get. It's one thing that you might want to pay attention on, as the dribble style is Paul George. If you're someone that does not like just run around, this might not be the best dribble style for you, because with Paul George on, you get a crazy speed boost animation out of it, but it's mostly for not like comboing crazy. It's mostly for actually getting run animations past somebody or running to like the 3-point line, stuff like that. It's not going to be as smooth as using quick dribble style. So if you don't like it, use quick. I'm gonna end up showing you in the mic court anyway, but look at the Sigs size up. De'Aaron Fox, this might be one of the most slept on dribble Sigs in the game. This right here, it just came out in season 4. If you ISO and you like the combo up, I prefer use De'Aaron Fox. Unless you got glitch dribble moves, I prefer use De'Aaron Fox. And then with everything else, you could switch it up here and there, but the move and step back, like I said, it's your preference, but everything else is somewhat the same. All you need to have is an 80 ball control. But as a Trae Young Sigs size up escape, but I could also switch that out for Damian Lillard Sigs size up escape, unless I want to end up doing hopbacks. But you can get real glitchy with this. I'm gonna tell you this now, if you're someone that actually knows how to dribble, or that wants to learn how to dribble and want different Sigs compared to everybody else, these are going to be the ones. If you're someone that just want to practice how to dribble and just know the mechanics, I prefer you to mess with these. Even though it's not easy to use, you have to somewhat practice with the Sigs size up to know what moves activate, like actually like doing the behind the back or doing the between the legs or the speed boost cross. You're going to actually have to practice those things because they're somewhat different from using Derrick Rose. It's not going to be as easy as flicking your stick to the top right or the top left to pull off the animations. But as you see, I'm in a mic court using these Sigs. I'm really comboing up. I'm really going at it. Like, I'm having too much fun with these Sigs. I can do the hop back. I can literally do almost every move in the game at a certain point. But one thing, if you do change your Sigs size of escape to Damian Lillard, I do prefer you to change your dribble style to quick. Using Paul George with Damian Lillard does not do well with the speed boost animation. Literally every time you try to speed boost off the Damian Lillard size up, it will end up giving you a slow animation, then you will get the speed boost. So that's why I end up putting quick on with this. But when I tell you, putting these two together, you really can put some combos together. You really can get real glitchy. Imagine you playing twos and playing against a two-way slasher playmaker or a two-way playmaker that got these Sigs. But I'm telling you, once you master these Sigs, you're gonna end up being unstoppable with them because there's so many exit moves and so many combos you can put together to get open. One thing I would say about these Sigs that I'm using, I wouldn't really prefer to use screens with this because how wide the actual moves go. Unless you're gonna end up using Trae Young as the signature size up instead of Damian Lillard, then I would say use screens. But if you're someone that's going to use the Damian Lillard, I really wouldn't prefer to use screens with these Sigs. I would prefer you to ISO if you can. But look, as all the other builds that y'all usually see, like my Zach LaVine build, my James Harden build, builds like that, most of those builds have 80 ball controls. Before his actual De'Aaron Fox came out in season 4, it was very hard to find a signature size up to use. Like, everybody using Lonzo or LaMelo Ball size up, also messing with the D Wade size up. It was very hard to find a size up for an 80 ball control build or a build that was taller than 6'5" with an 85 ball control or higher. It was very hard. Most of the time, they do rhythm dribbles, then do a Trae Young, and then run to the hole. Half of the time, or even try to do a spin back to get back to the 3-point line. But most of the time, y'all see me on my Zach LaVine build or my taller builds in general, I was using D Wade. Most of the time, I was using D Wade, but I will also take off Trae Young's Sigs size up escape and throw in Damian Lillard. And it made a big difference. With not having De'Aaron Fox, it really was kind of hard dribbling without that. But actually being able to combo up, it made it way much better. So as of me actually practicing now and using that on my taller builds move way faster than what they usually would move with just using D Wade. D Wade is one of those moves that you use 2 moves and get open. With this De'Aaron Fox, you'll be able to just combo up like I just showed you and still get open as well. As you see in those few clips, I was getting my buckets in, but when I'm telling you, when you're trying to 3-hunt, it's kind of hard to 3-hunt on them type of builds because with you not having the actual Derrick Rose, I will prefer you to use that De'Aaron Fox. But as of the dribble moves that I'm using, hey, we gotta have the quick on us. We gotta have quick or Paul George based on your preference, but I would prefer quick, especially on builds like this, that's 6'5". Like I said earlier, I was using D Wade size up. If you look at everything I have, I was messing with everything. You can mess with De'Aaron Fox, you can mess with Ray Austin. Both of those are good ones, but you will just have to practice the escapes out of them. And with all my other Sigs being somewhat similar, since I have an 80 ball control on this build, everything else is usually going to be similar. It's going to just be a difference between if I'm picking Luka or Jimmy Butler for my step back animation. So as you see, I mostly have the same thing. What I told y'all what the signature combos, that's all your preference. Signature combos, that's straight y'all. Y'all can put Trae Young on if you want to. You can put CP3, stuff like that. That's on you. But as of actually using these Sigs, this is what it looks like. Most of the time I'm dribbling with D Wade, it looks like this. It looks clean because I know other Sigs to get open, but as of playing and actually using it consistently, it's not that great. But as of using De'Aaron Fox, I would prefer you to use De'Aaron Fox. But if you're someone that doesn't know how to combo like that, you're gonna have to learn how to do the Trae Young misdirection. You're gonna have to learn how to do the momentum snatchback animation, stuff like that. You're gonna actually have to learn that. But if you're someone that actually knows the combo, put that De'Aaron Fox on. You can throw that Damian Lillard on if you want to, like I showed you with the build, having an 80 ball control. This is what it's gonna look like, especially on the taller player. It's look more glitchy on the taller player, to be honest. As me being able to do the Damian Lillard hot back / LeBron step back, it's literally overpowered on this build. If some of y'all been really paying attention, all these builds that I've been usually showing y'all, most of these builds only have gold playmaking. Yes, they have gold playmaking. I think I showed you one build with Hall of Fame and that was my play shot. But most of these builds that I've been showing you that I've been dribbling on are gold playmaking to show you how fast they actually move. So just imagine if you had Hall of Fame. But look, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe. Let me know if these Sigs about to make you godly. Let me know in the comment section. Drop a like, subscribe, put on the post notifications if you haven't yet. Hey man, it been your man ChaMoma. Hope y'all boys have a wonderful day, and I'm out, y'all.